Hey, what's up guys? It's your boy Brian here back with another video, and today we're going to be looking at 5 random things that we can find in Whitehorse, Canada. Whitehorse is the capital of Yukon, which is on the western side of Canada, and it has a population of about 30,000 people. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be reviewing it on 5 categories out of 5 stars. First star is going to be location. Second is style or what it is. Third being pictures, fourth being reviews, and 5 curb appeal. So without a further ado, let's get right into it. All right, so the first one that we found was Equinox Adventures. This is a little bit northern end of Whitehorse. It looks like it's probably in the mountains. Also from the picture, it looks like it's probably in the mountains. What this is probably like a tour arrangement group for the local area. It has about 35 reviews, 5 stars, so not a whole lot of reviews, and it has a website. Nice. 9 to 5. Okay. So that's pretty good. I don't have high expectations that it's gonna have an actual curb appeal building. It's probably just gonna be, well, there's like a ski lodge here, but I don't think he's gonna have his own set. Well, maybe, but it could just be a shack or something like that. So let's take a look at some pictures. First one is obviously a product picture. Yep, by Equinox themselves. November 2025, 2023. So they do canoeing, ice walking. I don't know what the hell they call it. Um, Here's the river and some nice mountains. I like these trees, actually. That's something that I always kind of like about maybe Canada is they have some nice pine trees. But look at that waterfall frozen. There's a lot of children. So maybe this is like a children's camp thing. Okay. So let's look at some reviews, see what they have to say. Yes, children's camp climbing, parents learning. Um, Equinox has been the go-to camp for us to start our holidays. The part I love the most is how the team managed. Our 6-year-old loved this camp. We signed up our 5-year-old. We loved it. Okay, so this is a children's camp. 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars. Okay. All right. Let's take a look at the website. Maybe the website tells us it's a children's camp. So let's see what the website has to say. It says doesn't secure connection. Okay, wait. All right. Here we go. Um, Topographic background, travel. Obviously, they're doing hiking stuff, so outdoor education is important. Spring and summer camps and clubs. Children's 5 to 12. Spring break camp. Um, does it say pricings? I don't know. Measures in place, 5 stars. This is our son's second summer, 5 stars. My daughter's been here, 5 stars. 2024. This still has me to suggest this is a pretty new place. Pretty new place. Okay. All right. Well, that's pretty much just a bunch of pictures at kids at summer camp. So, all right, well, whatever. So, let's see if this has some curb appeal. I doubt it, though. Will the Google guy make it all the way up there? Oh, he did. What does it look like? What does your office look like? Is it that building? Well, it says it's like up this road, maybe. Through lot available. 10 miles an hour. Up the street. Or is it this? It's could be this. Honestly, it's one of these. Either a trailer or a truck. Very skinny trees. I don't think this has any curb appeal. I think this is just a random place that you show up to. What does the ski lodge up the street look like? Oh, come on. Our Google guide. Oh, come on, bro. All right, well, let's click on it, look at some pictures. Yeah, I mean, I'd rather be up here. Oh well. Pretty unfortunate. So that was a pretty quick one. For Equinox Adventures, let's give it a review. So first off, location. It's got some nice location. If we take a look at whatever this is, probably Mountaintop maybe, McIntyre Creek, Pumpkin House Lake. Well, I mean, mm, not really. I don't think it has good location to be honest. So location will probably give like a two. Style or what it is, it's a children's camp. So that was pretty clear. We saw that through the pictures, through the website as well. So we'll probably give that a four. Pictures, most of them were pictures of families and children, which is a little bit awkward for Google reviews. So pictures we're going to give a two. Reviews, people enjoyed it. So out of the few reviews that it has, people enjoy it. So we'll give reviews probably like a three, just because there's not a lot. And for curb appeal, one star, just because we couldn't even find the building. It just wasn't existent. Um, so that's going to do it for Equinox Adventures, and on to our next one. All right. So for our second place, we found 8 Days Martial Arts. I'm not sure what that 8 day is, but it's a martial arts school. It is on the northern ends, just alongside the Yukon River, but it's on the northern end. Looks like it's a little bit away from everything, so it doesn't look to be too much as compared to downtown Whitehorse. So, um, 5 stars, 50 reviews. Does have a website and 6 to 9:30. This guy's working crazy hours. So 5 star reviews. Looks like they might teach all ages. I saw that said something about children, probably a kids class. So let's look at some pictures before we go into the reviews. Let's look at some pictures. Probably the instructor, kids doing martial arts. Um, they do tournaments. This is probably their instructor. Can we see the room? You saw a little bit of the room. There's a lot of flags. There's usually a lot of flags in martial arts schools. These are all just random pictures of people. So, um, obviously they're teaching different martial arts, but we don't really want to see pictures of people. We want to see pictures of the place. So, for reviews, discipline, patience, baby. Great club. Coach Bobby gives himself a lot. Teaches jujitsu. Incredible opportunity to train at 8 Days Martial Arts at Whitehorse. Incredible 8 days. Love 8 days. Teenage daughter. The best. These guys are good. My son is 8. The gym is good. Wait, what about the gym? The gym is amazing and well-rounded. Oh, incredible place to learn. Elite martial arts. She got a blue belt. Good for her. I am unfortunately not trained in martial arts. Thank you for your feedback. We are so sorry you're unhappy about your experience. Please contact us. We'd love to make it right. Alicia, Elisha. Well, she turned that frown into a 5 stars, so good for her. She did her job. Let's take a look at the website. See if we can maybe find some prices or something. White belt. Classes. Oh my god, come on. Oh. Kids, Muay Thai, Brazilian, Mom and baby kickboxing. Oh, that's probably what they're talking about. Women's self-defense wrestling private lesson. How much is a private lesson? 65 bucks an hour. Okay. I mean, that's not bad. I don't know what I was expecting for prices in classes, but I don't know, 65 bucks isn't too bad. I mean, you're getting 1 hour of training, 65 bucks. Well, you're going to be doing it multiple times a week. Or if you're smart, you pick up on the lessons and train them at home. So, store. This dude has a store. Jesus, 12-month contract, 170 bucks. I don't know what gym memberships cost, so I have no idea. Um, but 12 months is a commitment you're gonna make. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday is his day of rest. No Jiu Jitsu. Okay. All right. Can we see it? What does the dojo look like? Riverboat Industrial Area. Is it this? 144 titanium Y. Is that what it was? 110. 110 titanium Y. Okay, let's see. Train in the storage unit. Learn to become the master of your thoughts. Is this it? Food systems, storage, and what was this? It's the wrong address. Is it on the other side? Can we see the other side? No. It says it's this building. I don't. Well, we have to assume it's this building. This would be the address. Very faintly, you can see 110. Maybe. I don't know. I could just be imagining it. But there's no outside. Like, there's no signs or anything like that. I mean, this is in an industrial district. What's the random? These can't be houses. No, these are like offices. This is like a storage. This is like an industrial area. Okay. All right. Well, it's right by the river. So at least it has that going for it. And it's probably big on the inside, but we can only imagine how big it is because it's not that big. Can we get a glimpse? No. It's that building. Allegedly. So that's pretty disappointing. Oh well. So let's give our review of the 8 days martial arts. First off is location. The location is, I would say, not the fantastic location. You can barely find it. It's off into a industrial area. So I would say location about a 2. Style or what it is. We can clearly tell it's a martial arts school. They have a website, clearly shows that. Their pictures show that. Um, it matches with the name. So style we'll say about like a 3. From what we saw, we can say about a 3. Pictures, a lot of it was of the people, not so much of the dojo. A lot of it was also of the instructor, who I guess is named Bobby. So that was kind of those are kind of like product shots in a way. So pictures we'll give like a 3. No, we'll give it 2. There were a lot of just people, so we'll give that a 2. Reviews, there was some good reviews. There's not a whole lot, but 5-star reviews. All about discipline and such. Reviews we'll probably give a 4. We'll give reviews a 4. And lastly, curb appeal. There was unfortunately no curb, so we're gonna hit that with that 1 star because, well, we saw the outside. There wasn't much indication of what's inside. So, unfortunately, 1 star. So that's going to do it for the 8 days martial arts, and on to our next place. All right, so for our third place, we are a little bit south. Good load. We're a little bit south of the city of Whitehorse, and we found this nature park right by the river. So we have the Millennium Trail Nest, 20 reviews, 5-star park, no website, dog friendly, morning run, some pretty good locals, maybe, could be tourists. But let's take a look at some pictures and see a boat ferry that would go around. Probably getting in its next picture. What is this? The rapids, the Yukon Rapids. Wow, that's pretty cool. To imagine seeing that. Um, so it's probably what Whitehorse looks like in Canada with its mountains and such in the background. A lot of lakes, water, pine trees again. Rotary Centennial Bridge. Rotary International. What is the Rotary Club? I forget what that is. What does it say? No motor vehicles. Pretty nice bridge. Here's the Yukon River once again, and you can see the rocks on the inside. Some nice landscape. Wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. But I want to see the park. Here's a little bit more about the park. Million Trail is fulfillment of a long-time dream by this guy's father, who came to Yukon in 1946. This guy pretty much just wanted to go fishing and hiking. Peace, love, and happiness. So there's a couple of trails. Uh, if you're interested in a longer excursion, it offers a loop. It's often quieter, a variety of panels and things you'll see. The trail is marked. That's the bridge. This is probably a couple of bridges, but that's pretty cool. And then there's this mural. It's a lot of water. Bridge. Look at that. I mean, that's incredible. So pictures are pretty nice. Property maps. Just that. Um, we're gonna see if they have a street view. Well, we gotta read some reviews. There's not a whole lot of reviews, but there's some reviews. Um, okay, so this beautiful trail loops along both the Riverdale and city center parts of Whitehorse. I hike, doable with children, so anybody can hike it. Love this trail. 5 mile loop, basically miles. Um, short 4 mile loop, easy, fantastic place. Yeah, I mean, look at that. That's incredible. Awesome trail, beautiful river, awesome. Really liked it. Saw an eagle take a salmon. Nice. Good for him. He saw an eagle take a salmon. This lady went hiking 4 years ago, 4 years ago. Okay, all right. Well, um, no website, so that's whatever. Curb appeal? Maybe actually. Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad. Can we see that there's a trail? Come on. Come on. What's down there? Is that the trail? Let's look at it from another angle. This is definitely the trail. Come on. No dirt path or anything like that? Oh, yeah, that's right here. Okay, yeah, there's a little dirt path that brings you down. Do you have to sign in? Could be a sign-in box, probably not. Parallel parking only. Uh, building in the background. Crazy views. Okay, well, there's definitely street view. There's definitely some street view. So let's give a review of the Millennium Trail Nest, out of our 5 categories. So first off is location. It's right across the river. It's a little bit south, but right across the river. So not too bad of a location. I would give the location a 4 stars. Pretty solid location. You can pretty much just turn right into the parking lot. Good parking. You can find it. There's a couple of signs. It's big enough where you're not just gonna like accidentally miss it. So we're gonna rate that a 4 stars. Style or what it is. Um, Probably an also 4 stars. Um, it has some style. Basically, well, we'll give it a 3. We'll give it a 3 just because it was, the story was some guy in the 40s wanted to go fishing and spread kindness or whatever. So cheesy story, not too much of a backstory, other than some guy just went here and settled. So we'll give it style a 3. Pictures, as nice as the pictures were, there was only a couple that were relevant. So we'll give pictures a 4. Pictures did really well though. There were some beautiful landscapes, but we wanted to see more of the park and this instead. So pictures a 4. Reviews, people loved it. 5-star reviews. Absolutely loved it. People really enjoyed this. So pictures, oh, reviews, 5 stars. Curb appeal, also 5 stars. It's definitely a park. It's definitely a parking lot. You can see what it is. There's signs. There's multiple signs out front. Big enough parking lot. What's down here? Anyway, the upstairs part is pretty nice. So 5 stars for that. Curb appeal, 5 stars. Um, yeah, very nice. So that is going to do it for the Millennium Trail Nest. And on to our next place. All right, so just across the river, um, we saw the V. This one's probably going to be pretty quick. There's only one review. It says it's a tourist attraction, and there's probably only one picture to this. There's not a whole lot here. Good place for dog sledding 10 months ago, and it's just street view. So unfortunately, this place is not real. It is just some guy's parking lot. So that's pretty unfortunate. We'll go to Glow's instead. Let's see what this lady has. She does have a website. This is her house, I guess, or studio. No, it's definitely her house. That's her outside. Beautiful pictures. Well, curb appeal, I should say, but beautiful landscapes. All right, Glow. What do you have for a website? Well, website not found. Uh-oh. It's not a restaurant. Guys, we're not a restaurant. Well, that's a little bit disappointing. What can we review in the area? Newton Painting. Some random guy's painting business. Okay, I guess we're doing Newton Painting instead. So Newton Painting, this guy's house. This is the inside. This is another guy's house. He does some good work. So I guess he does like commercial painting, I guess, or residential painting. Well, I would say commercial painting as well. This seems like a very established business. Pretty much their portfolio. You can see a lot of their portfolio. That's what this is. Very Bavarian style. Um, nice. Okay. So he's pretty established. He does have a website. Hopefully it will work. Pictures are pretty good. Mostly a portfolio pictures, as you would imagine from a business like this. So reviews. Sanding stairwell trim company team quote job. Highly recommend this guy. Manu. And this guy's aunt. This girl, Carly. Man, it was so helpful. Wow, that's a nice bedroom. Very good job. Very good job. Very good job. Thanks. Very front door. Open up that door. Good work. Fantastic work. Year ago, year ago, year ago. These are all pretty recent. So let's see. 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Let's see what their website's about. Okay. Interior painting, exterior, residential, commercial. Window washing. Wow. Okay. Can I get a quote? I don't know how quotes would work if they can't see it, but give us a give us a general quote. How much would a kitchen be? Residential work. Come on. This is basically just telling you to call them. Um, you'll see that a lot with local businesses as well. Is there's no reason to have like a buy page because there's no prices. Whoops, copied that for some reason. There's no buy page, checkout, or anything like that because they're not selling anything. Usually they're selling a service, so they got to show up and see it. It's a difference between painting a shack and a mansion, so they got to see what they're doing. The quotes are obviously going to be different, but pretty good. And can we see what the building looks like? Maybe at this intersection. That's probably the house. That's probably the guy's house, actually. Very standard house. So a lot of people run businesses out of their apartments, hotels, not apartments and hotels. Well, they do that as well, but also residential areas like homes, trailers, buses, vans. They can do whatever they want. Anybody can say I'm a business now, but on Google Maps, it's going to show your house. So keep that in mind. Maybe get an office or a mailbox. Actually, get a mailbox instead. That's way easier. So let's get a review of the V, Glows Art, and Newton Painting. Mostly it's going to be Newton Painting, but the other two are just kind of there. So first off, location. It's in a residential neighborhood just outside of the city, one cross of the river away. So location 5 stars. This guy's in the right business. Style or what it is. It's clearly a painting company's portfolio. So we get that through the pictures, but for style, um, they definitely have a style. Style is fresh paint, but no, they have a style. So I would say style about like a 4. Pictures, 3, just because they're mostly product pictures and it's not really like it's just the guy's portfolio. If you're trying to sell something, so pictures 3. Reviews 5 stars. They really like this, but there's only 26 reviews to it, so yeah, we'll give them that 5 stars. Why not? Well, I don't know. A lot of these are pretty new. A lot of these are. One of these are pretty new, so maybe we'll give reviews of 4 stars, just because I'm not totally convinced. Um, and then curb appeal, 1 star. It was the guy's house. You can't call that a business. It was the guy's house. Come on. Well, we'll give it a 2. We'll be generous and give it a 2. So we did have street view. So minimum 2. And so that's going to do it for Newton Painting Limited Licensing, local contracting. And without a further ado, we're going to be going on to our fifth and final place we're going to be looking at. All right, so the fifth and final place that we're going to be looking at is called the Aurora Center. It says it's a tourist attraction. It is located in the pretty much center of Whitehorse, in the middle of the city. Um, doesn't have much reviews, but it's almost 5 stars, pretty much 5 stars. And it does have a website as well, so that's pretty good. Okay, so let's see what the pictures are like. I would like to see the office. Honestly, I'd like to see the office, but I think this is just going to be wherever they take people. So let's see what some pictures look like. A lot of outdoor pictures. They probably go, wow, that's pretty cool. They probably go tenting overnight or something like that. That's crazy. Yeah, they probably do stargazing. I wonder where they take people. Oh, no, New York. Okay. Outdoor wilderness. There's like an inside lodge. One lady was wearing a Hudson Bay coat. I think that's the street view it's trying to show us. And that's the end of the pictures. Okay. So that's that. Tickets. How much are tickets? $700, basically. Okay. 4.5 stars. Check your NOAA app for Aurora forecast. Takes you way out of Whitehorse. Very nicely done. Cookies, chocolate, coffee, and tea. Um, high likelihood of seeing the auroras. Only clouds will stop you. Well, where I am, it's always cloudy. They're like, oh, let's look at this super cool moon that's going to happen, or this amazing meteor shower, and it's always cloudy. Um, spectacular experience. You're lucky enough to see the Northern Lights all 3 days. Oh, it's a multi-day tour. Well, if you're paying $700, it better be multi-day. It's an amazing experience. I want to try again and see even more of the amazing aurora. Aurora. I can't say anything for now because I haven't had the time to go out to see that place 3 weeks ago. Thomas is just planning. He wants to go. He's just thinking about it. So that's it for the reviews. There's not a whole lot of reviews. Um, it does have a website. Does have a website. Let's take a look. Arctic Range Adventure, day tours, multi-day. Whoa, whoa, this is a lot of stuff. Jesus. When we stand under the sky of the Yukon, surrounded by miles of wilderness, one can cannot think of the ancients and our ancestors. $700, please. Colorful bands of light. I will say it is very pretty. If you stay 3 nights, you have a 97% chance of seeing them. Well, you're there for multiple days. Places take as low as 40 miles an hour, or 40 miles above the earth, usually being about 68 miles and into space. Well, it was amazing to see. Geez, there's so many tours. Um, Lake Lodge Wilderness. Oh, it's winter, summer, winter. Geez, it's gotta be cold up there in the winter time. Itinerary. Actually, let's read the itinerary. Arrival. Um, from the airport, we drive you to your hotel located in the center of Whitehorse. So they bring you to Whitehorse from the airport. They pick you up. We will meet you at the hotel and provide us transfer to Inn on the Lake Lodge. Inn on the Lake Lodge. Well, we can't lose sight of this, but let's look up Google Maps again for Inn on the Lake Lodge. If it's gonna show it. Come on. It's gonna give me all the lodges by me. Um, Here we go. Inn on the Lake Lodge, Yukon. It's not the Hyatt, that's for sure. That was in the center. How far away are we? We're some distance away. We're some distance away. Um, okay. Nice cabin. Good food, I would imagine. So, we'll meet you at the hotel, provide transfer to the renounced Inn on the Lake, Marsh Lake. Take a walk or snowshoe. Day is free. Free day. Whitehorse. After you settled in the hotel at Whitehorse, you'll travel to the Yukon Wildlife Preserve where we can see up close and habitat of the game moves. Oh, so this package is mostly just booking the $1,800, $1,700. That's Canadian money too. How much is that in American dollars? Probably about the same. Let's see. CAD to USD. It's actually $1,200 American. That's actually cheaper, but still pretty expensive. Still pretty expensive. You're getting a whole week out of it though. Well, 5 days, but you're getting a week. So that's whatever. Busy website though. Let's see what the building looks like. We saw a little bit of it. I hope it's not a trailer home. Oh, okay. So it's got some stuff. It's got about as much curb appeal as their office would probably need. They most likely do a lot of business out of the hotel. Come on, let us inside. Well, I guess it's not going to let us inside. So, oh well. Yeah, I guess it's just not going to let us. So, with that being said, let's give it a review of the Aurora Center. So, location being in the middle of the city, as well as having, I guess, a place in the middle of the woods. 5 stars. Pretty good location, right in the middle. Style or what it is. Tourist business, multi excursion. Go out and see the Aurora Borealis and have a multi-day stay or a day hike or something like that. So, plus the outside of it was coherent. It had color. It's all a theme. So, style, we'll give a 5. Pictures, mm, pictures are okay. Bunch of random travel pictures. Not so much of the place or the place that you're going, more just like the scenic spot, not the place that you're staying or any of that stuff. So, pictures will probably give a 3. Um, Reviews, there's not a whole lot of reviews either. So maybe this is a newer thing, or again, maybe they partner with the lodge and all their stuff is at the lodge. But reviews, we'll probably give it a 3 just because there's not a whole lot. Well, we'll give it a 4 because they're good reviews, but we'll give it a 4. Curb appeal, I will probably say this is the best curb appeal that we've seen so far, so we'll give the curb appeal a 5 stars. It's coherent. Multi-day tours tells you what it is. Um, yeah, I mean everything's all there, so it's not much of an office, but it's an office, and I don't know. They do a lot of arrangements out of it, I guess. So curb appeal will give a 5 stars. You can tell what it is. So I guess that's going to do it for the Aurora Center in Whitehorse, Yukon. So now we're going to go on to our final segment, put up all their stats on the board, and review our video. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the Yukon Legislative Assembly, where we are going to head and make our final decision on the places that we saw today. I'm going to go ahead and put those stats up on the board. And if you did enjoy today's video, please be sure to leave a like. If you enjoy my content, please be sure to subscribe, be notified next time that I upload. With that being said, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day and tune in next time when we find another random city to explore the things within. All right, thank you so much for watching, and bye.